Hello, 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 hello.
You missed us singing.
La 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 la.
I'm sorry.
All right,
It's
we
a
have
disappointment.
5 viewers.
know.
Let's get this kicking off.
It's kicking this off yet?
Hey, stop.
Shut up.
Okay, we had sound issues.
We are back online,
But
and
we're-
we are
but we're
Ready. We have practiced our fitness.
Our
Our
bodies are
vocal
ready.
fitness. Our machine fitness. It's all here. It's all good.
Okay, so welcome to another live podcast.
Woo!
Dame, I am jellyfishing.
I'm Raid.
I'm Nano.
Yep, you got our all-star team here.
Mm-hmm.
We are gonna knock this one out of the park, methinks.
So many parks.
So
at
many
the same
parks.
time.
There will be no part.
I'm feeling fit for this.
I've been exercising my brain just for this one.
I've been training, and
So
I've
we are
been
ready.
male.
I've been mailing.
Reggie is even ready for this.
And Reggie's usually not ready.
Reggie can't take Dame, which is why you don't see him watching us.
If there's anyone, it's Reggie because his body is ready.
You viewers
Iwata might be listening in the hospital.
are quite impressive. I mean, you can handle these two characters. You can handle Dame. The world is not yet ready. You must be the forerunners and prepare the world for what is to come on Dame.
So subscribe.
Nanu.
Do you even have a subscribe button yet?
Of course we do.
Or
We
the
have to
follow
have it.
button, whatever.
You don't even have a subscribe button. People can't give you money.
Okay, we're done
What's the
talking
difference?
about this. Let's get on to
Jelly wants
Starting
money.
this.
somebody
He's just
get
bitter
started.
about it.
Nanu.
Hi, Cougar fan. Thanks for posting. We love you.
We do love
Travis says hi, and Nano says hi.
you.
No.
All right.
Okay,
So today,
we are very excited because we are going to talk about everyone's favorite fit trainer.
The one everyone was fit to
Discuss.
Train.
Everyone was fit to have a fit about when she was revealed.
Everyone was having a fit for sure.
Everyone was having a fit, indeed.
well, at least we were.
The media was too. They
We
were like,
fit.
"What?" And Mario, Kirby, and Link were just like,
Man, the
"Wait,
media's
what?" And then
reaction
they
was
just got
great.
blown away.
The
And that
media's
was that.
reaction was great.
Yeah. That
All
was
right,
quite
so
bad.
we're gonna divide this up. We're first gonna just talk about our do a little stuff about
Opening.
ourselves, a little opening, and then we're gonna delve right into our discussion about We Fit Trainer, and we'll give you the details as we get there. And we have a bonus idea at the end, depending on our time and how long we're running. But so why don't we just get started? Let's get this going.
Serious.
By starting out, we're going to start out with the what have you been playing this week, and we'll start with jellyfishing.
Okay, so this week I have been playing Phoenix Wright Dual Destinies again,
Oh
in
my-
Japanese this time. And I've also been playing Kid Icarus Uprising.
Very nice.
Still haven't 100%ed it because it's impossible to do.
Oh my gosh, that
So-
that Sakurai checklist of stuff to do. I mean, I wish Smash's was as extensive as Icarus's and Kirby Air Rides.
I wish the number of items was even.
I don't know.
Kid
Smash
Icarus
4's
has
item
more-
list is huge.
That is true, but
I
then
mean, it
again,
looks
Kid
like we're going to
Icarus
have
too.
Pokeballs and then what looks to be a Namco Assist trophy kind of a thing with those
Yeah.
S flags.
Mhm. Well,
Crazy.
dude, just wait. It's gonna be just like Kid Icarus, where it's like custom items and.
Dude.
I think we have a lot of reason to be excited for Smash 4.
Yeah.
Given everything
We
that
have a
we've
lot.
seen. I mean,
Totally.
the development team has completely
Totally.
exceeded our expectations.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I remember like earlier on I was a bit hesitant about the newcomers, but as they've revealed more and more, I'm just like, dude, this is awesome.
Yeah,
They've done
so
a
yeah.
great job.
Been playing Uprising, getting all those achievements. They're hard.
Yes, they are.
So,
Cool.
what have you been playing, Raid?
I have been it's been bad, and this isn't going to be interesting at all, but I've been doing probably a little too much World of Warcraft.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
And then
He's been doing it like 12 hours a day.
not that much.
It's been a lot.
Like 10. And then I've been playing some other things on the side.
Like Mega Man music and Donkey Kong Country music.
Oh, dude, I love Tropical Freeze. The soundtrack is so amazing. And I'm thinking about streaming some Tropical Freeze just for all the fun stuff.
Absolutely, you should do it.
Probably
Um,
friends. I need to get
absolutely.
that game.
I also have gotten Battle Network. I bought that yesterday, and I
Mega
want to
Man.
put that up too, because Battle Network is amazing.
Mega Man fans, we're getting a Mega Man title a week
Yeah,
for
yep.
this month. on
Yep,
the-
every week the Wii U is getting a different Mega
on
Man
the Wii
title, and
Virtual
I need to do all the
Console.
X's.
Ooh,
but-
I didn't know that.
So that'll be good.
Cool.
That's
Nano.
exciting. I just bought Rune Factory 4 for the 3DS. I used to love the classic like N64 Harvest Moon. And I tried, I think it's A New Life for the 3DS,
Yeah.
Harvest Moon, and I just did not like it. I could not enjoy it. And so I thought, well, Rune Factory 4, maybe it's got a dragon on the front. So that's what I admit. That's what got me. It was like, there's a dragon. I'm buying this game.
And I've heard really good things about it.
And the plot is paper thin, and it's just like so full of painful cliches. And yet the gameplay is so enjoyable. I'm enjoying it so much.
Cool.
So.
Excellent.
I've never played.
Yeah, I've heard
the
good
first
things.
game, so.
I know my wife wants to play it. Cool. All right, then let's do one more thing real fast. And tie it back into Smash Brothers. What is, for everyone in chat, you can throw this out too. Who is the person that you're most excited to play that's been announced, whether it's a veteran or a newcomer, and who is the person you want to be announced the most? And I'll start.
Yes, please. I know your answers, but
it's been jumping around for me. Actually, I wasn't excited for most of the newcomers. I think they're all good, but I was really excited for Bowser. I've been really excited for Samus. I've been really excited for Pit. But I've been just it's been sitting with me, and Mega Man is quickly moving up to my most anticipated, and I'm really excited to try and develop a Mega Man.
You didn't seem that excited about it earlier this week, was it?
I don't know.
Because of Battle Network? Has
that might
been getting you super excited?
So,
okay.
But after I played him, I just loved that guy.
Yeah.
Pac-Man.
Yeah, Cougar Fan says Pac-Man.
We are going to do one of these videos about Pac-Man.
Yes, we are.
You know,
this exact same video.
I was
about
so
Pac-Man,
disappointed at all the rumors about Pac-Man. I hated the idea of him being
Okay,
there.
we're talking about who you want to see.
But
That's okay.
But that's the thing. It's as soon as I saw the video, I was just like, they've worked him in so well. I just couldn't help but be happy.
Did you know his
Playable Bruce Wayne says.
Playable Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
As long as
Playable
Batman
Bruce
makes it
Wayne.
in
I actually
two.
want Bruce Lee more than Bruce Wayne. I'm not gonna lie.
Then
Sorry
play
about
Street Fighter
that.
4.
Where is she?
Dude, I hope Batman makes it in addition to Bruce Wayne. I know they're totally different people, but
Bruce Wayne just comes on and gives money and has girls around him.
But there'd be too many pixels. The game couldn't handle it.
it's true. Oh, but my most desired, Phoenix Wright is amazing, but I'm gonna say Bowser Jr.
What?
No way.
I know you like Bowser Jr.
I am
but
wearing
you never said that it was greater than your want for Phoenix Wright.
I am wearing my Bowser Jr. shirt at this moment.
It's true. He
So-
is.
It's not true. He's lying.
Whatever, Anno confirmed it. Okay, Anno, your two, go.
Okay, I gotta say, I got the top two, revealed characters I was excited for. One, I was talking with Raid about it weeks and weeks and weeks ago. I was like, it would be my top Fire Emblem character I'd want in the game would be Lucina. But I know that she doesn't have any chance. She's too similar to Marth. She's like a direct Marth clone. At most, she'd be like a Marth alternate costume. And she's in. I'm so excited about that. She is my new, she and Charizard are my new main. And that's the other person that, he's technically a newcomer, or it's technically a newcomer. Because we weren't sure, Charizard would be coming back at all.
Yeah.
And so just to see Charizard coming back and to get that epic release video, I couldn't be more excited for my two new mains, Charizard and Lucina.
Yeah.
Could not be more excited. And the character that hasn't been revealed that I really,
Tharja's butt.
I hope it will definitely be Tharja's butt or Captain Falcon's butt. Captain Falcon's butt, playable character.
It's true.
But aside from Captain Falcon's butt as a playable character, show me your poops. It's definitely got to be Mewtwo. I've always loved Mewtwo. And so, just to have him back would be cool. If he's a boss, which is possible, I've heard suggestions that that's a good thing, role for him. That'd be cool as well. But it'd be nice to have him back as a playable character.
Okay. Cool.
Oh boy.
What about you, Travis?
Alright, Travis, shoot.
My most wanted character has been officially deconfirmed personally by Nintendo.
And who was that?
Apparently.
Who was that?
The limit
Wait,
of
wait,
Blue
wait, wait,
Swordsman.
wait, wait.
There is a limit of Blue Swordsman. No, it's fine.
Okay.
Good.
Well,
There is a limit on number of Blue Swordsmen in Smash Brothers. We thought it was 2, but apparently it's 3. And one of them has to be female.
Apparently.
So,
Yeah.
anyways,
Well, it's funny, with Lucina being announced, Marth is still the girliest character in Fire Emblem.
It is
in
true.
Smash
It is
Brothers.
absolutely,
confirmed.
without question. Lucina's too manly.
actually, I don't. I think it's the other way around. Actually, I think Marth is a little too.
Gino would be amazing. but
Gino Greninja. Oh, he wants
Gino said-
Girahim.
Don't make me
Who
bitter.
said they want Jirahim?
The Anthony Agomez.
Dude, both of those.
Greninja's in and Girahim, yes.
Girahim needs
Oh.
the taunt where he just flails his tongue as
Yeah,
he
he just
teleports.
That's
teleports
his
behind.
final smash.
He teleports behind you and starts licking your character's face.
That-
They
as
just
long
get
as that's a
so
taunt
freaked
or
out.
Grab.
They just get so freaked out that they automatically take
Imagine
extra
that's
damage
his
and die.
grab. He like grabs them and just kind of like licks by them, and they just kind of cringe damage.
I
It
I
has,
would.
it has the zombie effect.
I am
I would.
so down for
Ocarina of
this.
Time zombie. He flails
I
his
think
tongue and
Jirahim
everyone
would make a
freezes.
really cool character, like
I agree.
Marth, but like with a teleport, but
Oh my
kind of a
gosh.
slower style.
Yeah.
But and then he has those projectiles and
Yeah.
just he's so
Marth, you have met your husband. You have met your
cool. And
spouse.
he's just as flamboyant as
I've-
you.
He is just as flamboyant.
I have a friend who calls Girahim gay David Bowie, so that's interesting.
I've never even.
David Bowie's already pretty flamboyant to begin with, so that's
Is he?
well,
impressive.
his tongue was just
Anyway.
a little bit longer, and he was a little bit wider.
Oh, and Gino is
Yeah.
not happening because Square Enix is a butt. So,
Because Malo's in, yeah.
Really?
yeah, Square Enix has pretty much came out and been and has not been like very open to work to kind of getting those characters.
Where have you gotten this information?
I don't remember where I read it. It was a bit ago, but it was after Brawl. I do remember that.
and
yeah.
Square Enix was saying they weren't going to give out their characters for other companies.
It was just
to
one
work
of
with,
those things
or
where it's like, like Nintendo would have to like.
pay a lot to get
Right,
characters.
like I'm pretty
That's
sure.
unfortunate.
Like Keiji Inafune said about Mega Man during the Brawl time, they're like, "Oh, the only reason he didn't get in is because they didn't ask, and if they'd asked, we would have made it happen." But and like Pac-Man, it probably wasn't too hard to get him in. Sonic, probably not too bad.
Which, by the way, Mario, Sonic, Pac-Man, Mega Man,
That's pretty
like
cool.
even being a person who doesn't really like any of them,
Mega Man.
I do like Mega Man's iterations of him, but like
Sonic
not
Adventure 2 is
liking them
sacred to
that
me.
much. It's still so hyped to me.
Sonic Adventure
So
2 is
hype.
sacred to me, by the way, everyone.
What about Sonic 06?
Sonic 06, I actually barely played it. It's
Some
like-
of the music is cool.
Oh,
His
totally.
world,
His
love
world.
it.
We've got a Tingle.
Dude, who wants Tingle?
No!
I would
Tingle.
love
I want
Tingle.
Tingle.
Tingle!
Just for Barrel Beat.
Dude, why do I still not own Tingle's rupee game? Like, I still
That's
haven't bought
because
that game.
it's Japanese.
I know, but
and
now
I can't read Japanese.
Yeah, but I can't. Well, it doesn't matter. It's Tingle. You understand?
No.
He's
No,
just
no,
saying
no, no.
Kudim Pop. Alright.
No!
While we're doing this.
Head explosions everywhere. Just show that part over
yeah,
and
people
over.
saying like Paper Mario stage, awesome. Yeah. Mies, people are liking Mies. But my character, most wanted, since my absolute most wanted character has been officially slapped in my face as deconfirmed.
I guess I'll get my chance another day.
I want Bomberman. I love Bomberman.
Dude, Bomberman would be cool.
I'm a big fan of Bomberman, so
Lightning.
But I suppose he'll get his chance another day.
Bomberman will.
another day.
Crommerman.
Like today.
Crommerman!
Crommerman.
No, you'll get it today. Bomberman!
No, Crommerman.
Well, that's the
Man.
thing.
You'll get
Here's my
Bomberman.
deal about Crom and Bomberman. If we can't have Crombos, we have to have Bombos. We need combos.
Bombos.
We
Like
can have
bombos.
bimbos and Birdo.
No, we
Bim-
need Bombos.
Birdos, bimbos, pimpos.
Dude.
All right,
Pimples.
so
Pimples
Okay.
confirmed.
those are our three.
On Lucina's
Those are
cute,
all of our-
By the way,
pubescent
I
face.
feel like Bowser Jr. was the most deserving Mario rip.
Apparently, Bomberman sucks in
But
Smash
you may or
Flash
may not
3,
be
though.
biased.
That's what Shark Scrubs Moss is
Dude, I
saying.
need
You
to play
have to
some
be
more of the
biased.
Smash
There's
Flash.
no way you cannot be biased when you say Bowser Jr. is the most deserving. In the same way that I cannot say Lucina is the most deserving.
I think
because
only
of
Crom's
Toad.
bias.
deserving,
I think
you know
only
it.
Toad is above Bowser Jr. in the deserving
Dude, I
list.
love Toad. Okay, anyway.
He's got his own game. He's got his own game.
Dude, Captain Toad would be epic. I would love
He
Captain
can't
He
jump.
he can't
Oh,
jump. That'd be
man.
great. Anyway,
All right, everyone, time to get to the real discussion. Bring
Why
your
we're
flame
here.
time to
shields.
Yeah.
get serious. Serious.
I wanna get. Well, actually,
I wanna
that's-
get-
I don't know lyrics. Okay, I just
wanna
mess up
get
lyrics.
physical.
Physical. It's time to get physical.
Well, actually, that is a good song to have to this.
You're
Before
welcome.
Wii Fit Trainer.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Wow, you're
I
really
knew.
strong.
Anyways, so we're gonna start out with this. So we're here to discuss today Wii Fit Trainer and
her memes.
her memes.
Your ideal heart rate is 0.
And your ideal shipping with Wii Fit Trainer in the other Smash Brothers casts. Go. Just kidding. What we'll do is we're going to... We're here to talk about kind of... I guess the best way to say it is whether or not we think... Or whether or not we think she deserves to be in Smash Brothers. Okay. And then we're gonna talk about, because the initial reaction of Wii Fit Trainer was pretty mixed. We're gonna talk about why it's been mixed and maybe why the pros feel the way they do and the cons feel the way they do. But we are going to start out by actually kind of get at everyone's feelings on whether or not she deserves her spot in the roster. And does anyone want to go first, or should I just call?
I'll go for it.
Anno, you can go first.
I don't see why this is even a discussion. Like, well, I see why we're having a discussion, like this discussion. It's like people saying, oh, she deserves it, or this character doesn't deserve it. Who's to say? Like, I don't think that's what matters, honestly. Like, if they have something unique about them that's fun and we can work with it, sure, why don't they get in,
Mm-hmm.
Why not? And it's the same way. Like, there's so many characters that are available to Sakurai to use. It's that you can't have them all, but you can have some. So why not have some that are very unique, that don't... Yeah, so, anyway.
Yeah.
We have someone pointing out that she is Hitler, so...
How so?
That arm...
That pose.
She would...
That's
if that was
Nazi salute.
If that exactly as I see it was the full-on Nazi salute, I think we would have lost. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
I mean, personally,
I can't do that.
I'm not being.
I couldn't have been a Nazi.
I don't think wars are won and lost over poses.
I'm not being racist, but most Germans can't do that.
There you go.
So
I don't think most anybody's can do that.
I know I can't. I cannot. I could not be a Nazi. If you take on one thing today. Okay. I'll go next. I am not gonna lie. I do feel, because I feel like there's a discussion to be had in just whether or not, there are slots, and whether or not there is a deserving factor. Mm-hmm. I am going to say I do feel like there are both. Personally, however, I'm not very strict about it. And I do agree. I feel like Wii Fit Trainer, and especially like with the time we've had to kind of mull it over, has fit in fantastically. And kind of actually, like you were joking, Anno, I feel like the memes that came out very quickly after Wii Fit Trainer was announced kind of made that for me. Just like seeing her, like, and then joking around that it was her that made Bowser fit and everything like that. I was like, this works pretty dang well.
She made all the characters stand up straight,
like,
because they all
Yoshi
do now.
Yep. Waluigi couldn't handle it.
I'd say that's kind of like our perception. Like, we as a community have come to accept her, but that is different, I feel, than
straight
what
up
you're
deserving.
trying to say.
Okay, fair point.
Okay.
Fair point. So allow me to get closer to the text. I do feel like she deserves it. I didn't know I thought so, but after I kind of accepted her, it's helped me realize why I think she deserves it. Does that make sense? I wasn't against the idea from the beginning. It was just it was definitely a weird choice. For me, anyways. I mean, here, this will be my last thing on this, but it's definitely a hard character to predict, but at the same time, it's not super outlandish.
Yeah, I agree.
For reasons which we assume we'll be getting to.
We hopefully. Okay, so that's my piece.
Wii Fit also explains new Ike, says Scrubshow.
Oh, dude! Thank you.
Oh my
Wii Fit
gosh!
Trainer. New Ike is so awesome.
New Ike is awesome.
I'm so
Wii
glad
Fit
they
Trainer,
made a decision.
we thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
We like
Thank
Ike.
you.
Thank you for teaching him to get muscles you don't even have.
Now Bowser is officially top tier.
It's Bowser's
With, like,
fault.
The 2 hours of gameplay everybody's had with the game. So
The question is, what has she done to Meta Knight? Is he even in?
He grows arms and legs.
He walks. There's a picture with Kirby sucking up Wii Fit Trainer, and he gets her legs.
And he gets these massive abs. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Well,
I do it, but it might get dangerous.
Yeah. My
might
feelings
get dangerous.
On this,
Dangerous.
So there were two characters that when they were revealed, I was just like, what? Wii Fit Trainer was one of them. Pac-Man was one of them. And they were completely the opposite.
So those are your two characters.
I saw
Okay.
Wii Fit Trainer, and I was like, yes, why didn't I see this coming?
Okay.
I mean, literally.
Ah.
Yes, why didn't I see this coming?
Ah.
Like, we all had these crazy ideas, and Sakurai even said, he comes out and says, I've gotten so many character, like, requests from people, but
I
no
don't
one,
think
no
anyone
one really
requested-
requested Wii Fit Trainer. And it's one of the most popular Nintendo franchises recently, which we'll talk about.
Yep.
And I'm like, why didn't we see this coming? And, I mean, how could you not make a fighter out of someone whose big deal is fitness,
Yep.
I thought Mii's were going to be...
'Cause it makes
all
too much
based off-
sense.
Based off of Wii Sports, but
Not at all.
Wii Fit Trainer based off of fitness is basically the same. And I feel like Pac-Man is completely different, which we'll discuss another day. But I saw Wii Fit Trainer, this was one of those characters that I'm like, Sakurai, you did good. Like,
Yeah.
you took a character that had basically no character except saying, you're really strong. And
You're fat.
oh, you
And-
must have messed up. No.
And
Yeah.
you know what? That brings to mind is your comment about like the Mii characters. Like, I mean, it shows the level of creativity that Sakurai has.
Exactly.
It's the
Mhm.
imagination he has. Because which one of us were thinking like, oh, I want my Mii to go in there and swing like a tennis racket? No, when we think of like fighting in Smash Brothers ourselves, we're like, I want a sword like Link, or I want to be like a shooter like Samus is. I want to have like one of those arm guns and shoot people up.
Uh-huh.
Totally.
And
And-
Sakurai just played right into that mentality.
And the cool thing is, with Mii characters, you can make whatever character you want. Whether they're brawler fighters, or sword fighters, or gun fighters. That's cool.
I feel like I've said this so much. I think Sakurai with Smash 4, like the design decisions we've seen so far, have all been like bringing it back to the core of the characters or of the heart of the game or whatever. I mean, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Link's dash attack is now his forward jump attack. His
His
back
roll.
roll is his backflip. I mean,
Backflip, yeah.
Pac-Man is just like his side B or whatever is like he goes after the little yellow balls that will appear. I mean, he's
Yeah.
just gotten to the core of what every character is and stands for. So
We have DDD and Lizardon still fat, says.
Charizard is rotund. He's
He is-
robust.
He's healthy.
He's healthy.
He's
hardy.
He's been eating his puffins.
Hey, you know
or his
what?
DDD
Pokepuffs.
has to be fat. Like,
He plays with his fat in his
just kind of like how
taunts,
he's
dang
the self-proclaimed king of Dreamland. He's just like, Wii Fit Trainer's like, all right, time to start your regimen. He's just like, no, I'm perfect, and she agrees.
So there's two ways of looking at fitness. And one is the Western way, and the other is the Polynesian or medieval way, which is the fatter you are, oh yeah, you're healthy. So
Yeah.
just letting you know, that's
So
a thing.
DDD is freaking healthy.
And he's Polynesian.
Polynesians would definitely play King DDD.
Polynesian
No
DDD.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Yeah, and I agree with a lot of that with what was said.
Mm-hmm.
And it's-
Polynesians play DDD.
I mean, it's amazing to me that I think Wii Fit Trainer is better than Pac-Man.
Yeah.
What?
I feel
Top tier.
personally.
Yeah.
Oh, and but I will say,
What about the DACs?
I really feel like Sakurai's. I feel like my saddest thing is kind of like what you were saying, Anno. Is it's like, man, I wish all of the veterans could just kind of get total revamps.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really feel like some I look at all these new characters and I'm like, wow, they have such crazy cool moves.
But that's what's so cool is that so many have.
That's true.
Yeah.
So many have.
More than I thought initially, for sure.
Yeah.
I just wish Mario's footstool did damage. That's all I want.
It kills people.
Oh,
it just
man.
squash-
it
That's
just
so
squashes
fitting.
them.
Or was
That'd
like
be
a
so
guaranteed spike. Like, you know how like if you get footstool, like you could maybe get out of it?
Or if you die after getting footstooled by Mario, you hit the ground and then you pop back up. Do 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 do. That would be amazing.
He automatically does the death taunt.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. All right, well, cool. On that note, let's just go over. So that's our thoughts initially. Let's go over just some quick facts about Wii Fit Trainer and the series in general, and what Sakurai has said about her, and then we'll kind of reanalyze.
Let's get to the facts.
So, does anyone? Do you want me to do it, or does anyone want to go over how she was revealed and when she was revealed? Can anyone summarize that, or do you want me to?
I don't think I could do it that well.
I can do it okay.
Yeah, Travis,
So, E3 2013, right?
Yeah.
So we had the main Nintendo Direct because Nintendo didn't really go to E3 and have the big thing. So they did it on Nintendo Direct. They had a whole bunch of games. They ended it off with a Smash Brothers trailer.
Yep.
And that is where they revealed Mega Man.
Yep.
That was one of the big reveals of the day. And then afterwards, at E3, they were just kind of like, hey everyone, we have this video that you should see. And then it opened up and it showed like Mario and, who was it?
Link and
Mario,
Kirby.
Link, and Kirby. And they were like doing the tree
tree.
pose. And then Wii Fit Trainer comes up and like, oh, it's a Wii Fit game with all Mario and Link and Kirby, and then she beats them up, and like, you know, so it like wasn't even part of their main thing. She was revealed after,
Yep.
in her own
On
trailer.
in their E3 area, like in
Yeah.
the floor that they had, they called over all of the media people and were like, "Hey, we've got this crazy video we want to show you." And what's interesting is it's one of the few newcomer reveal trailers that doesn't have that weird like the Smash symbol and then the fire to start out with.
I think it was a troll video.
Yeah, it may have well been.
I
Because
think they were literally just trying to troll everybody.
most journalists, as they were reporting, were like, "What the crap is Nintendo doing? What is this?
Yeah.
What's going on?" And admittedly, that was during the time when they really liked being mean to Nintendo. But
And it not being part of like the main event. I mean, even like
Totally.
the news, how it spread, it was not like it took so much longer. It was everyone's reaction time like, wait, what?
Right.
What?
Right.
And then you shared it with your friends, just like, look, take a look at this. This is so crazy.
yep, I remember because I was so hyped for the trailer that day. I called my buddies and I was like, "Guys, you got to go watch the trailer." And it's like they've announced 3 characters, and it's like, yeah, they got Villager from Animal Crossing. They have Mega Man.
That's right. It opened with Villager.
And then they had,
Then-
and then they have apparently the Wii Fit Trainer lady is in it, and it's like, I mean, when I explained it, it was always kind of like this weird off thing, but for sure. And so they did that, and yeah, and then we've had that since. So she was one of the originally revealed characters, not in the first video, but immediately after, because the Smash thing was pretty much at the end of the Nintendo video.
Yeah. I remember it was really interesting because, you know, there was so much hype about Villager and Mega Man being in Smash.
Yep.
And we were, like, all talking about it on our little Smash group that we have. And, like, randomly, someone posts, like, this video, and it's like, guys, have you seen this? And
Totally.
it was the Wii Fit Trainer reveal.
It does
And
kind
it was
of
just, like, out of the blue. No one was expecting it.
Totally. Like, most people saw the thing, cool, that's all the news. And it's like, that's great. But, and it is interesting to think that in the Brawl initial reveal, what was it, like, there were 5 newcomers? 4?
Yeah.
Meta Knight, Pit, Wario, and Zero Suit. So crazy. But anyways, alrighty.
Did it show Zero Suit that early?
Yeah, Zero Suit.
That's right, because we saw the Smash
The
Ball
Samus
and
Smash
Zero
Ball.
Suit.
And then Wario drives in on his motorcycle. and farts.
Wah.
Oh, and Snake. Snake was in that reveal, too.
Are you sure?
Yep, Snake was in the first video.
Absolutely. It was like the epilogue or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
He was Sakurai's big troll.
Which
Yeah.
was so well.
No offense to Snake, but the Sonic reveal was a lot better.
Snake's was really hype, but Sonic's was like
Oh,
really cool.
my God.
And it was like everyone thought it was like that was all the big reveals. But anyways,
It was eggs, nabs, neebs,
yeah,
eggs, canabs.
I remember seeing
Play
that
that, play
video.
that backwards.
Play that
Next-
backwards.
I remember
Anyone that is recording this, play it backwards.
I remember seeing a video after Sonic was released of like somebody was so upset with him being released because he was so fast. So like it was like in Mario versus Sonic, it was like go, and then it's just like suddenly Sonic wins, and they're just like Sonic's too fast. He would win. He's gonna be too OP. I just remember that being really funny.
Lol, he can't kill guys.
X tiers. Go. But anyways, and then definitely there was kind of a variety of reactions throughout the world. I was there. I was in the world at the time.
Hey.
We're gonna get into that, but let's read a couple of quotes that Sakurai first off has said on Wii Fit Trainer and Villager, and both of these I found were together, but this one was done on August 1st of 2013, so about 2 months after E3. They said, Sakurai says the following: the Wii Fit Trainer and the Villager from Animal Crossing. There may be people out there being like, okay, great, now you're going on a limb, trying to do something strange or unusual, but there's no really meaning behind it. You're just doing it for, I don't want to say shock value per se, but just to surprise people. And Sakurai says, and that's really not the case. I think these are very unique characters, and they lend themselves well to the Smash Brothers family because they bring things we don't already see. Anything stand out?
Thanks to Jocklo
Nothing
for setting
that I
this
can
our
see.
way.
Thanks to Jocklo.
But she's bringing.
I think
Thanks,
it's
Jocklo.
interesting that he feels like Wii Fit Trainer represents something you don't already see, and I very much agree.
Absolutely.
And it's interesting because the sports side of Nintendo has not really been represented at all. I mean,
Ever.
Waluigi
Nope.
was the closest thing we ever had. And
We don't even get Mario Strikers uniforms or anything. Come on.
and to think about
We
it,
do get the soccer ball, though, for Mario
dude, the
Strikers.
soccer
Is
ball.
that actually what it's from?
Yeah,
Is it
it's a
officially
striker soccer
confirmed?
ball. It's a
Oh.
striker.
That's why it has the fire thing
Yep.
with it.
But now we have a better soccer ball.
That comes back to the stage.
No, I'm talking about Wii Fit trainers that can be spammed.
Or spam.
And those two. And those two.
Okay.
We have
Thank
way
you.
better soccer
Who
balls.
was that in the Smash Invitational that taught us how well that can be
Oh,
spammed?
was it?
Was
it
it
wasn't
Lo-
Milk
Lo-
Tea.
Lo-
It wasn't
it
Milk Tea.
It starts with an
Lilo.
L. Lilo.
It was
Who,
Lilo.
by the way,
Lilo.
if you haven't watched the video of Nintendo people interviewing people during the Evo tournament, like Lilo's in that, and you will come to actually like her as a Smash and as a person from that. So
and
go
it
ahead
was
and
seen-
check
Well,
that
hey,
out.
she did the same thing that Zero did.
She's
They
also
wanted
sexy,
to win.
but not. We're
Whoa,
just going to
take
leave that
it easy.
aside.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Whoa!
whoa.
So-
All right, June 25th was
'Cause
this
she's not
one.
white.
This was a couple weeks after E3. Sakurai said, the first thing I want to say about these characters is that it is very fun player with them. And I understand why everyone thinks
Thank
that
you,
Mega Man
translator. I love
is
you.
suitable perfectly to the series. But when we think about the characters that include Smash Brothers, we ask ourselves the following question. What that this character can do, but that the existing characters cannot be. Thank
Okay,
you.
really, translator?
And so I spent a lot of time thinking about what an Animal Crossing the Wii Fit coach could do. I then realized that there were many possible interesting things with these two characters.
Yeah, I don't know why it says Wii Fit Coach. Even in Japanese, she's called
I
trainer.
think this was that French interview that they had.
Okay, because even in Japanese, she's called trainer. So...
Okay. Okay.
Okay. And so these are Sakurai's things. Apparently, it boils... Sakurai's initial statements are just that he thought about them, he thought they were interesting, and that they could come up with interesting move sets, and I bet it was someone... I wouldn't be surprised if someone kind of threw him the idea, you know, hey, what about Wii Fit Trainer? And it was one of those things that maybe he mulled on a little bit and
And
started...
his eyes just glued.
Yeah, he just started thinking about it. But so that's from a Sakurai perspective. And to be frank, it is the kind of character I can definitely see Sakurai getting interested in. I mean, obviously, look, she's in the game. Total evidence.
Obviously.
But it's just
Yeah.
But it's just like it. As I look back at his track record throughout the while, it's just like, you know, that is a total Sakurai pick.
Indeed.
Like, it's the kind of Game & Watchy Ice Climbers,
Rob.
Captain Falcon randomness.
Yeah.
Rob.
Rob probably wins the randomness award, but...
I actually think Captain Falcon is actually kind of a decent comparison because it's like, you know, Captain Falcon. I mean, obviously he had some games coming out in '64, but I mean, he's kind of a easy to say. Oh yeah, he's a franchise, but there's nothing really much you could do with him.
Let's just give him a punch.
Or
Right.
Fox.
Or
Fox
Fox.
and Falco.
Totally.
They're just pilots. Like, they
Right.
don't do anything, right? Well, he
did.
gave them a gun, in which... Actually, Star Fox Adventures kind of
Exactly.
alludes back to and makes fun of, like, why can't I just bring my blaster?
Why
Because
can't
you'll
I
blow
bring
up
my
the planet.
Why can't I bring my blaster, General? Don't be ridiculous, Fox.
Well, if Sakurai didn't give Fox a gun, then we probably wouldn't have these crazy Star Fox Assault Nights.
Dude,
So-
Star Fox Assault. We will do a Star Fox Assault night. That would be
We
that
need
would be
to.
great.
Absolutely.
Star Fox-
Guided missiles only. Those
Dude.
matches.
Oh,
are the
those are
best.
hilarious.
And like you step out into the open, and all of a sudden, like 3 missiles all come down.
You have to
And you're
like,
no.
you have to like get them in these like complicated buildings, like down
Oh
the
my
hallways.
gosh.
Dude.
I remember I
Oh.
sent an entire proximity mine made
Yeah.
for my prime.
Oh, great
Anyways,
game.
I love that game. All right,
Oh, man.
cool. So these are the quotes with Sakurai, but I think the real interesting thing to look at is all these other tabs I have up, and that is sales data. Now, obviously, sales data doesn't mean everything. However, it is very eye-opening, I
That's
think.
when you talk about console wars, but
This isn't a console war. Nintendo's the best. This is just, I think it really kind of is. I mean, well, we'll let the data do the talking. Okay, so
Let's
this was done in
this.
2012. Okay, and I'm sorry that this isn't in any actual order. I don't know how this website decided to order it, But Wii Fit is right here, and that's just
You have
Wii
to-
Fit Plus, by
That's
the way.
just plus, yeah.
The placement doesn't mean anything. It's the numbers that are super
Yeah,
interesting.
Right,
Because
but
the
this is
placement
just a
is
good
wrong.
little
Mhm.
throw out. Black and White sold 14.71 million.
Wii
while
Fit Plus,
Wii Fit Plus,
just the addition to Wii Fit.
right, sold 20 million, 20.5 basically. It sold double what Galaxy did,
That's
20
crazy.
times as much as Kirby Return to Dreamland.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, Skyward Sword sold 3.52 million. So what's
You
that?
have to remember, though, that Skyward Sword and Super Mario Galaxy are actually two of the least selling games of their genre.
Which is true.
Which is
I think
sad.
is
So-
New Super Mario Brothers on here? New Super Mario
Super
Brothers
Bros.
did
is
26
ridiculous,
million,
dude.
which it
That was one of the
deserved it.
top sellers.
It does.
It was
but
like top
holy
2 or top
cow,
3.
man.
Right.
So
Mario Kart
He
DS.
says
did-
zoom in. They can't really see.
oh, okay, got it. Zoom in.
Actually, I don't know. He says no se ve. I assume that means he can't.
No se
see.
ve?
no se ve.
Yeah, no se ve means it can't be seen.
Man, why am I so good at languages I don't know?
You said no se ve. That's
So-
a new
I didn't
So,
say Vea. I said
We just
ve.
need Japanese and Fijians now. Japanese for you, Travis, and Fijians
All
for me.
Fijians say
Wakarimashita.
what?
Say, Osenikila Nakakusa Bosakina. You don't know what that means. Don't worry about it.
He
Okay.
said Bosakia.
All right. So now here's another crazy thing to look at. This is
zoom up.
the franchises, and okay, these are any franchise that sold over 50 million copies.
Okay.
Mario, and this is all of their games, and it kind of breaks it up. But like Mario in total has sold 466 million. Pokemon has sold 245 million. The Wii series is 193 million, and 43 of that is Wii Fit. 43 million copies.
And that was,
And
you
when
not
did-
only bought a copy of the game, you had to buy a freaking balance board with this thing, man.
And just a sec, just a sec. I need to look up when Wii Fit was released. Was it like 2008, 2007?
I don't think it was really that late. Yeah, well, let's see. DS was 2004. Wii was 2006.
Okay, it first came out on December 1st, 2007, and then
2007.
2008.
Yeah. In,
So
in North America, May. Okay. Yep.
And most of these sales were done in like 3 years for it. But anyways,
Yeah.
so yeah. So let's keep going down. Sims is really high. GTA, Tetris, Final Fantasy. Okay, Sonic, another Smash represented franchise at 85. So Sonic in its whole life has sold double what Wii Fit has in a couple of years with only 3 games.
Yep.
And that's and this will include like every Sonic game.
Legend of
Why
Zelda.
does it randomly have
70.
Sonic Dash in
I don't
there
know. It's
in
not
20.
Legend of
What
Zelda,
is
yeah, is sitting pretty at about 7 million through all of its
70.
titles that have been out since like what 1989
89 or 19. I think 1989
Yeah,
is
I
when
believe
Legend of
so.
Zelda Original 1 was released.
And I think,
All of them combined, Ocarina of Time, whatever,
70.
less than half. Of
okay,
what
here's
we
another
or
Smash franchise.
just over. Yeah. Anyway,
DK
Yeah.
said 54 million. So DK through its whole life has only sold about 10 million more. Only 10 million. Woo. Okay, now we're getting to 20 million, or anywhere from 50 to 20 million.
What about like where Star
Pac-Man
Wars?
has sold exactly as many, almost
Basically.
exactly as many.
And he is 1981?
Crash
yeah,
Bandicoot,
man.
Harry Potter. It sold more than Guitar Hero. That's actually kind of a big thing.
That is a big thing.
It sold
Dragon
more
Ball
than
Z.
everything Star Wars and everything Dragon Ball Z. It sold
NBA
more than Street
Live.
Fighter. Okay, Kirby.
Metal Gear.
Kirby, 33 million.
And here's a fun thing I was thinking about. Kirby has 33 million copies sold, and it's got 3 representatives in Smash Brothers. So how many representatives should 44 million Wii Fit series have?
Well, 33, 44, it's exactly...
Every 11 million.
Yes, exactly.
11 million is the
Oh, wait.
official...
How many Mario characters do we need now? We need Toad, we need Bowser
Oh
Jr.,
my
we
gosh. Yes!
We need like 15 now. Okay.
Mega Man's only sold
We need
29
Black,
million.
we need
Okay,
everyone, man.
Animal Crossing at 24.5. And
So for Smash Brothers.
oh, that is actually crazy.
What?
Wii Fit has sold more than Smash Brothers itself.
I know.
So you could argue more people know about Wii Fit than they do about Smash Brothers.
More people know about Wii Fit Trainer than probably Captain Falcon.
Wow, people. That's okay. Post your "I don't want to live on this planet anymore" Pixar. Let's see, I'm looking for any other Frogger at 20 million. Rayman, who's confirmed. Not really.
Zygote
20.
says we have to consider percentage though because the game market has grown substantially since 20 years ago. But we have to also consider, I don't know, the console game market has had big waves up and down. So I think we should also count that in because right now console gaming is still big, but I feel like
That
Well, if you look
element
at
of gaming that we don't like to talk about, mobile gaming.
well,
Freeware!
well, with in that vein, we
says
League of
five,
Legends.
5 Halo characters confirmed. So.
Yes. Well, it's crazy because we should get one Kingdom Hearts Sora confirmed.
Yes.
And Warcraft Arthas confirmed.
Dynasty Warriors, all of them.
It would be
Dynasty
Lubu.
Warriors,
You know
a
it'd be
million
Lubu.
characters confirmed.
Uh,
Because no Dynasty Warriors game comes without. at
But
least
it's
10
interesting,
million.
and with that, the market has fluctuated. It's true, but if you look at it, Wii Fit on the Wii, its two games sold about 20 million each. On the Wii U, it sold 1 million, a little over 1 million. I think maybe almost 2 million. And obviously, the Wii U hasn't been the paragon of sales, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's about how well most
Comparatively,
good titles are doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you compare how well it's doing for the Wii U to
I'm
how
looking-
well, I wonder how well it is doing compared
Professor
to how
Layton gets a
the
rep.
Wii
Yes.
Fit for the Wii was.
I'm trying to
Anyway,
find any
Mickey.
other Star Fox. Here we go. Barely
What?
11 points.
What?
Although then again, Star Fox again isn't the paragon of lots
Cooking
of
Mama,
games.
Ace Attorney. Oh, Combat.
It's really only had the one that's been popular,
Deer Hunter.
Let's see, Roller Coaster.
or two, I guess.
Everybody's Golf, Total War Football Manager. Alone in the Dark, you see
Blue.
that?
Was the original Star Fox very popular, or
Star
On
Fox
the- on the
SNES, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was definitely a big title. I don't know how huge it was, but
okay?
Where's Ice Climbers? We need to find it.
interesting.
Or Game & Watch.
Okay, so let's jump further. Here, I have all the Zelda ones broken down. The highest selling Zelda game has been Twilight Princess on the Wii, followed...
Well, total.
oh yeah, Twilight
Wii
Princess.
and
That's
GameCube.
actually weird to think that Twilight Princess is the highest selling.
Well,
And then
Ocarina
Legend
Time,
of
yeah.
Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
Ocarina of Time hit 7.6, and then with 3D, it's got another 3.1.
Yeah.
Wind Waker 1. So no
Where's
Zelda
Special
game
Adventures?
alone has made to just one of Wii Fit games.
Not even close.
Not even close. Not even half.
Not
And
even-
again,
half.
this is just
Half.
sales. This is just sales.
Yeah. This is just one aspect that we're looking
Okay,
at.
let's jump to Pokemon real fast. Pokemon's huge. Red, blue, and green, gold and silver. Okay, red, blue, and green has sold more.
Oh my god.
Gold and silver has sold just about as much.
Pokemon
And
trading
that's
card game.
about
Great game.
It.
Diamond and Pearl is about as much, just a
Black
little
and
bit
white.
less.
I mean, I don't know if you want to,
X and Y
mix
is
Diamond
really
and
good.
Pearl with Platinum, which makes it about as much.
I think you
That's
can.
fair.
Black
Yeah.
and White with Black and White 2, I think, also gets about that much. Although that's just
Yeah.
one game, not both of them. Like, Wii Fit, Wii Fit Plus has still been more than Red, Blue, and Green.
Yep.
Although not with Yellow. It's about the same.
Yeah.
And then again,
Which is still
Pokemon,
incredibly impressive.
Pokemon's had like 9 reps total in Smash Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Pikachu Jigs, Pichu, Mewtwo, Lucario, Pokemon Trainer, which could be 1 or 3, and now Greninja. I mean, yeah, that's a lot of reps.
Can I actually? I want to take back a comment that I have
Oh
already
god,
said.
that's up to the viewers.
I am taking back my want for Bomberman, and I want Pichu back. Dang it!
I would
Even-
take Pichu as well.
Even in Project M. Anyway.
And now here's some sad sales. For such a big character that
Such a
Ridley is, and such
great
a
game.
and for all we hear about how big and how requested he is.
What a big franchise this is.
I mean, I love Metroid. I just is interesting. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
In total, Metroid has sold 16.69 million total units.
Yep.
In total. Now, admittedly, there have been some large hiatuses in release dates, but
Definitely.
not a single one has sold over 3 million units.
Yep.
I mean, wow. And
Because they're an Ocarina of Time.
stupid.
So all of you said
So,
you
okay,
would buy a Wii
so
U.
there's a bunch of sales.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of sales.
Just a
Here's,
Castlevania ripoff.
here's another sale. See,
These
here's
are the Wii sales,
here's the
right?
breakdown of Wii Fit and Wii Fit Plus. This is what Nintendo
Damn,
released
dude.
on IGN's.
So that's more than 40. That's
It's 40. Yeah, and
Oh,
then
yeah, it's 40.
About 45
and then
million.
I found Week down here. Wii Party U, or excuse me. Oh, I thought Wii Fit U was on here.
Oh. It's not a million seller, I guess.
Oh yeah, maybe it's not. No, I thought
Wii
it was.
Party U sold more than Wii. Wow.
Yeah,
Then again,
I
Wii
think it
Party
was.
U is
I honestly
big.
think it was because of the Wii Pro controller or the Wii Remote Plus. That's it.
So that's the thing. For Wii Fit U sales, does that count the people that got the game for free?
Okay, right. Okay, but anyways, so obviously we're not saying that your sales determine how many reps you get in Smash Brothers.
11 million, by the way.
Although we know it's 11 million. Actually, I'm going to pull up all the characters so we can just kind of look at it as I'm saying that. Oh yeah, I didn't even see Fire Emblem. Do we know how much Fire Emblem Awakening sold? Oh, it's probably
By
on
itself.
that. It's probably on the IGN page. And I'm curious because Fire Emblem now has 4.
Yeah, dude, 2 from Awakening.
3DS. It's not on here, but there's no question. Oh, that's DS. That's why.
Here we go.
Not on here.
Awakening? Wow. Tomodachi Collection sold better.
I know that it's sold.
I know.
A lot.
It's at least 1 million.
Yeah.
Although the fact that it's not on here is weird. Actually, maybe has it? But anyway, sorry.
I'll look up the number.
Okay.
Yeah, do it,
Anno's
please.
on it. Anno's on it. Yes, he is.
Uh,
So, like, we didn't see Pikmin or Kid Icarus or anywhere on there.
we have someone on the chat asking,
Oh, yeah, shoot.
does this mean Wii Fit needs more representation Trollface?
Well, and like we were... Okay.
Oh, and Metroid had no N64 game. That's what screwed it up.
Handle it.
Yep. Yep. I mean, Earthbound... Or Mother has had 2 reps, and it's never sold well,
Even though it's one of the greatest games ever.
even though it's amazing. So with your question...
Currently, Fire Emblem Awakening has sold globally 1.31 million.
Okay. Over
Which
a
is
million.
more than any other... I'm pretty sure the Ike's game sold about 800,000.
You know what's interesting to me
Okay.
is in North America it was only, or it was 0.48 million, and Japan was 0.52, and then the rest of the world combined is like 30.3.
Yeah.
So. Or
Oh,
0.3,
you put a
yeah.
troll face.
That's what I said. That's why I said Trollface.
Troll face. I mean, it's...
Hashtag Trollface.
I
He
would
didn't hash
say
it.
that the Wii Fit franchise definitely doesn't have the character variety and richness that I would like from a series that's selling that much to be represented that much. However, I feel like... So here, let me
Dude,
say this.
I want the Wii Fit balance board.
With sales, with Wii Fit Trainer sales, let me just say, I feel like from sales alone justifies her position.
I
I would disagree.
would
like
say
sales,
not sales. Yeah, go ahead.
Sales never like justifies anything. For instance, look at Halo. Is it in PSA All Stars? Oh wait, wrong system. But you know, like,
Is it an Xbox All Stars?
Okay,
is it
then-
Xbox All
Okay,
Stars? Come
let
on.
me rephrase. Her sales and being
But-
a classic and being a Nintendo franchise
That is where I
justifies
want to
her
talk about.
position.
I believe not sales, but place in what the company is, what it does, and how big. I don't know. Like to me,
It's
Wii
meant a
Fit
lot to Nintendo, obviously.
3.5
to me as well.
Shark Scrub, is that 3.5 Fire Emblem? Is that Awakening or the
3.5
entire series?
Probably for the whole series.
1.3 million
For
for
just
Fire
Awakening.
Emblem Awakening.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to look up the series
Yeah.
numbers right now.
Well, we have Shark Scrub Moss posted 3.5 for Fire Emblem.
3.5. I'll check that out.
Okay, well, anyways, I think that with how Nintendo has been trying to reshape itself with the Wii and the Wii U, I believe that Wii Fit was a big part of that. And now, with their whole, what is it?
Quality of life.
Copywriting the quality of life, that sounds a lot like fitness and
Well, we know it's going to be health
drainage
related.
and all those.
We know
yeah,
it's health related.
exactly. So I think that's a big part of who Nintendo is as a company, what they're trying to do with the industry.
Yep.
And I
Well,
think-
and honestly, I was reading about where a lot of their sales come from, and a lot of companies, some health companies, were buying up lots of Wii Fits.
Yeah.
And, you know, I could see Nintendo looking at that and saying that might have been part of their motivation to get into the quality of life that they're doing.
So doctors are going to be playing Trauma Center. All of the
Dude, Trauma Center was cool.
all of the lawyers are going to be playing.
They
Phoenix
should
Wright,
be.
Ace
They
Attorney.
should be.
They should be. You don't know how
Our
to,
legal system would be so great.
You don't know
if
how to
we only had
properly
Phoenix
object
Wright.
until you played that game.
All right. Okay. So, Anil, do you have anything to add to
Could
that?
you whoever you, I can't.
Shark
I don't have the
Scrub
chat in
Moss.
front of my name.
Shark Scrub Moss.
Sharp Scrub Moss. Could you just like post the link in the chat to the site that you found that information on? I just want to check for myself or be able to see it as
This is
well.
for his own
So
He doesn't believe you.
information.
I don't believe anybody. I have to see with my eyes. I've got no faith.
Okay. All right. So here's and I think this is what this whole discussion ends up revolving around.
Mhm.
Why do you think then that people were not happy or not excited about Wii Fit Trainer?
Can I do this one first?
Shoot.
Because they use the stupidest argument ever, that waste of a slot argument.
Oh, yep, that's what I was going to say as well.
Because Gino isn't in Smash. Because Ridley isn't in Smash. That's
too
why
big.
people. That's why people are mad that Wii Fit Trainer is in. Because they don't want to see someone who is, as far as a character goes, a little less, or not as
There's that moment
Stick
you
out
have.
as
There's
much,
that
yeah.
moment you have of like jealousy of like, well, I wanted to see Lucina in Smash, and so this
Okay,
means she'll
don't
have
talk
less
about
of a.
Lucy. She's in Smash.
It's like this is an example. It's like
Let's
well,
say
now
under
she's-
red.
and then you have that feeling like, well, now she has a less of a chance of getting in. And that's
Uh-huh.
not how it works. I don't think. Like, there's so many slots. There's so many characters. I don't think it's really a number of slots, but really the. Like the characters themselves, honestly.
Okay. And here I've got two things to say to that, and I think I actually might play the role of
Devil's advocate.
Of devil's advocate.
Well,
me and the
there
devil.
is, like-
I did
there
play
is some,
Guacamelee, and I was the devil's advocate.
We had to save him.
We did it.
Develop
Yeah, we
like
did.
let's look at like development costs and whatnot.
Dude,
Sure, I
Balance
guess.
Board would be
I
amazing.
guess they're I guess I'm kind of taking like the idealist position on this, but it's like, if Nintendo really or if Sakurai was really thinking, well, this character would work really well on Smash, but we've only got so many slots. I mean,
Exactly.
I don't think that's how he thinks about it. He's not
Okay.
like, we've got
I
this
agree.
many slots to fill, so let's fill them up. I think he looks at all the characters, or a lot of characters, and he's like, well, these characters look like a lot of fun. And then it's just kind of like, where it kind of tails off. He's like, well, we've got a lot of characters. These guys, we're not, I'm not having as much, like, juice flowing through my brain about these guys anymore. I've already gone through a lot of characters. I think maybe this is where we can start, tailing off, clipping things off here. Say, okay.
Okay.
So we've got a good roster. I feel like this is a fitting roster.
Okay.
So I feel
I've
it's
got-
cohesive. I
I've got
guess.
2 points, and I want to
Sure.
hear your guys' thoughts on
Can
it.
I just say this real quick?
No.
No.
Anyone in the chat,
Shut up.
anyone
Shut
in
up.
the
Don't
chat
talk. No.
that has
Fine.
that
Fine.
hates
Go.
Wii Fit Trainer or doesn't think she's
Oh, yeah,
in,
good point.
Please give us your argument.
Yes, please do.
We're
Yeah,
kind
please
of,
do.
We're all kind of a
And
little
I
bit
will.
supportive
I will
at
support
different
you. I will
levels,
support
but-
you.
Okay.
We'd love to see what you have to
Okay,
say.
so number one, here's my question. As a Bowser Jr. supporter, I felt when Rosalina was announced, I felt like that was like a confirmation that Bowser Jr.'s chances were pretty much zero from that point on.
Because
Do you think
number
there's,
in
is
the
there
Mario
legitimacy?
franchise.
Is there a legitimacy to that? Do you think?
Sorry, say that again.
With Rosalina's confirmation, I felt like that made it so Bowser Jr. wasn't getting in Smash.
So here's the deal. With Sakurai saying Chrom is not in Smash,
That was going to be my second point.
was that just because he couldn't make a moveset for him? Or was that because he didn't want to add on to the Fire Emblem?
His
Representative.
What he said was
He
essentially,
said-
like
It's going to be another
he's
swordsman, right?
he's very much like Mark. There wasn't enough to like set him apart. He felt,
But what's interesting is he did say that in order to make sure that he didn't want to lose a roster, so he didn't want the roster to get smaller, so that's why he made Lucina a character after that.
It's a very good point.
That was going to be my second point.
Yeah, I think he wants to have a lot of characters in the game. I think is what we can take from that. He wants to have as many as he possibly can.
Okay. Okay.
Which, honestly, actually, that's not very good. I don't know. But, yeah, that's far enough in development where I think they had a number of slots,
Yeah.
So,
Well, and it's interesting. I just thought of this, but I see a lot of people when they try to speculate like how many newcomers there are or how many characters there will be total. They make mock-up rosters and try to like base it off the rosters or like the screens we've seen, and they try to like organize it in a way that makes it look clean. And it's like, there's definitely like a design I mean, obviously, I don't think at the end of the day the design would stop a character from getting in, but definitely, like, taking out a character from the roster that you have planned kind of changes how that whole layout's going to be for, like, character selection and things like that. But
they decide the characters extremely early in development is what I'm getting, is the vibe I get from everything that Sakurai has said. And frankly, from what all other developers say, about their games as they're making them, it's like, look, we've just announced this. You've all just barely heard about this. I know you want to suggest characters and whatnot, but I'm sorry, it's already past that point. We've already taken the suggestions.
Right.
It's like, wait, what?
And Sakurai,
I didn't get a chance.
Sakurai traditionally has said that he determines the roster fairly. It's usually one of the first things
early,
that they do.
right?
And so that's when once you have, like, the characters, like, that's when you start setting numbers, that's when you start setting development goals, costs, the number of people you will hire onto the team. I mean, once you're into the point of actually developing, taking out characters and adding characters, that's when it becomes hard. But before that, it's the idea. It's putting things on the whiteboard, It's who do we want to include? What kind of modes do we want,
Right.
And then after that, it's like, okay, well, we have the numbers. We have this budget. We have to stick with these people that we've got,
Yeah.
So
the stream is lagging hard. Is it lagging hard for everyone? Let me see. And how is it lagging?
yeah, how's the lag?
So
I'll just be his parrot.
so beautiful lag.
It's sexy lag.
No, not sexy, beautiful.
I love sexy lag though. It's
like
like
sexy is lustful.
it's like
We're
sexy.
talking about
It's like
beautiful
sexy
lag.
legs.
Feels
wow,
like
it's way behind.
Well, no, but you mean like behind?
Well, that's
being
your
behind is
that's
fine.
your
Yeah.
computer.
Oh,
Yeah.
fair point. Fair point.
That's a different deal.
So it seems like we're going okay. We just checked it, but
yeah. It's,
is anyone else having problems?
usually if you're having lag issues, it's probably your connection. I know the internet we're using isn't the greatest.
It's Google Fiber, dog.
Yeah.
At its lowest possible setting.
Okay, so here we
But,
have
yeah,
a comment.
refresh your browser if you're having problems.
We have a comment. The fact is, though, Unknown Legend says, the fact is, though, that there is only so much time available to the development team. When they choose to focus on certain characters, they have less time to work on others that they may want to put in. By putting so
Whoa.
much effort in We Fit Trainer, there are other characters that may not get a good shot at that point.
And I actually do agree with that. I feel like I feel like it is noticeable. Sonic in Brawl, the not necessarily the less in quality, but the less I don't know what the word is, but like for his stages songs were all just main themes, and some of them even like a bridge. He only had one remix track. His role in the subspace is very minimal and kind of thrown in. And if you even look at like the stage selection, Green Hill Zone is kind of in its own like bottom corner. I could even pull it up.
Yeah.
So I do agree that from a development standpoint, that putting in a character means that it's going to need a certain amount of resources.
Right.
But
And to add on to that, like, I understand, like, so the company only has so many resources that they can throw on. It's not like, we like all these characters, want to put them all
yes,
into
it is
the game.
classic Mega Man.
We don't
Mega Man X.
The best Mega Man.
No, Mega
You
Man
know, the
dot
company,
No, the best Mega Man.
like, logistically, the company doesn't have enough money to do that. But at the same time, it's kind of human ideals first. I mean, how many companies get their start from, taking that step beyond where into the darkness or off the edge, farther than you think you can go. And so if Nintendo really thought that they should incorporate all of these characters, they would have the resources to do it. Or they can, take that like they're already in.
So
anyway.
here, let me say this, and I
So-
mean, I would.
but
like
no,
to
you have a
say-
great point,
I
for
would
sure.
like to say that I do think Rosalina did kind of, or I would like to hear your opinions on it later. Maybe I don't know if we'll do it in the stream even, but I will say slot-wise, I don't feel like Wii Fit Trainer takes a slot for one reason, and that's because I feel like in Sakurai's mind, she represents a sort of
Her own thing.
Like when he's looking from the stuff to pull from, Wii Fit Trainer is kind of very niche for him. are kind of a niche slot, I should say. I think there is some legitimacy into talking about slots. I don't think it's nearly number one on Sakurai's mind.
Yeah.
But
I think that's kind of the argument I've been making
Okay.
as well, just to like
Mythos
throw that out
back!
there. I
did you
don't
miss anything cool? Anno got married on stream
too sexy
To
lag.
Jane.
to my dog. Anyways,
No. No. That's not gonna happen.
okay, so here's
I ain't a furry. I ain't that furry.
so allow me to throw this in as another kind of reason against her. Actually, it's not necessarily against her, but why I think some people were upset.
Yes.
And to be frank, I wish I had all the characters up, but if you look at when... Well, actually, here, let's just do a Nintendo history lesson.
History time.
It all
with
started
Tommy.
with the Game & Watch.
How many of you...
Mr.
Ever,
Yamauchi.
how many of you ever heard a
You
friend...
have to use like an accent for this.
How many people have heard a friend or a acquaintance
You
or
feel
even
at
themselves?
this so hard.
I
Okay,
know, because
just
it's
go.
just
Just
slowly
go.
going back to me. Say, like, Wii was too casual for me.
Okay.
Nintendo made their
Wasn't as
games started
hardcore.
gimmicky. They started toning down difficulty, making it too like they started putting in the stuff like the Super Play, where it's like if you can't beat it, the game will beat it for you, and lots of motion controls to normal things. And so the reason I bring that up is I feel like for some people, Wii Fit Trainer might embody that, and for people they kind of dislike Nintendo for that. And like, Wii U came out and they're like, oh yeah, we're going back to the basics, we're making hardcore games again. And I feel like for some people, Wii Fit Trainer actually kind of embodies that path of Nintendo that they really dislike.
No, I think that's fair.
I
there's
agree
a lot.
with that.
I think there's a lot of people who do for that reason. I think there's other reasons as well, but
Do you want to maybe close some tabs, or is there anyone that has
I can try.
some internet running that's a little bit... I think we have some lag on the stream.
That's weird.
again,
I
just
agree
like
with
try
that.
and refresh your page if
Well,
there's
hopefully it
lag
doesn't come
issues.
back. And we
So-
will post this on YouTube
The Wii
later.
Fit, yeah.
I mean,
the Wii Fit Trainer...
I feel bad, but...
I think the Wii Fit Trainer reminds people of the Wii itself, which
Exactly.
the Wii Remote and that kind
Yep.
of stuff. Yep.
Because I have a friend, and I mean, it's not
That's
the
a big
best
part of
argument in the
Nintendo,
world,
though.
obviously, but he did not enjoy the motion controls, and like he didn't want to play Skyward Sword that much because of it and things like that. And
Mhm.
Well, guess what? That's Nintendo, noob. So
and here's
they do what they want.
and here's another like facet to that. That's not necessarily just dislike of Wii. It's kind of is, but it's also like because it's also a time when the kind of like the late Wii to early Wii U, a lot of people were kind of like testing out their PS3s, their 360s, maybe going to PC, stuff like that.
Mhm.
Maybe a lot of people weren't like, for some people they weren't around during, and maybe those people still haven't bought a Wii U yet, and are still waiting for Smash to come out to buy a Wii U, and so for them Wii Fit was something, it doesn't represent Nintendo to them. Because they were never part of Wii Fit. I mean, even me, who I haven't gone anywhere, I barely invested in Wii Fit at all. I bought one, but I thought they were going to do other stuff. Jelly is showing me his Wii
I have
Fit
a
meter
Wii Fit meter on my belt
at
right
the
now.
moment.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah,
Cool.
I have to climb Mount Everest.
Personally,
by going to
I was one
campus
of the
every
I
day,
was one of
so-
the Pokemon Walker people
Very
Oh
nice.
yeah,
from Silver Hearts. So Silver, I used
my
it for
roommate
like
has one.
I used it
so-
for like 2 days. So
Okay.
Well, this gave me a free version of Wii Fit, so I had to buy it.
I can get with that. I can get behind that.
Yep. And so I feel like those are some thoughts on why people might not like Wii Fit Trainer. I do feel like number one is well, not necessarily number one, but they mainly boil down to your opinion on slots and
Yeah.
how many characters get in.
How much room is
How
in
much
Smash?
room?
Right.
Because we know room is a thing, because that's why Ridley's never getting in. He's too big.
Yep, and
He's just too big.
Might I also mention those extra files left over on the Brawl disc for
Well,
Toon Zelda?
And with what he said.
And Mewtwo and Roy.
Yep.
Yeah, well, and with what he said
No,
in
me
every
too.
Smash game, that there have been characters wanted but cut.
Mhm.
Yep. I believe King
DDD
Dedede and Mewtwo.
Wolf. DDD and Wolf were both planned for Smash 64.
And
Meowth.
Mewtwo.
Wolf was?
And
Oh.
Mewtwo.
It was Meowth.
It was Mewtwo, I think.
I know Meowth was planned for 64.
Dude, Meowth would
We'll
be
have
so
to check
great.
that.
He
We'll have
would-
to check that.
He would represent
Because I'm
the
like
show
100.
instead
I'm
of
like
the-
90% sure it was Mewtwo. So we'll check that later.
Yeah. Well, there was a Pokemon rep, which what it boils down to. That didn't get in. And Melee had cuts. I mean, we have the infamous DDD was also supposed to be in that, but because it was too much development time, he said, they made a bunch of clones instead.
Yep.
So
And then they kept the
again, now we're
Because they
arguing
love
the legitimacy of the slots thing again. But I do feel like I like the original Mega Man pixel art, but not so much this one.
Dude, this one.
Oh man, we'll have to do a big
Who's
discussion
pixel
on
art?
Mega Man.
He's saying he doesn't like this
Oh.
style of Mega Man.
I
It's like
always
classic Mega
played
Man.
like the X games,
Yeah.
so that's what I'm used to. So saying this is like,
Mega Man X was one of
But-
my very first games. I
but
ever
this
played.
it's still pretty cool. Yeah,
I think this represents very well. I don't think that a pixel Mega Man would work in Smash
We'll have to
4.
jump to Mega Man. We'll have to jump to Mega
Only,
Man.
only
That,
Game
you know-
Watch can look like he actually looked in the games.
And you know that's the thing with Pac-Man as well. Like everyone's like, well, how would they like make Pac-Man look? And it's like, well, they're using his arms and legs versions.
Ooh,
Which
ooh.
is
When
ugly,
we do our Pac-Man
but-
video, there's some very interesting Sakurai quotes about how they came to that design.
Yeah.
And, you know, and that's the thing. It's like they made him look good anyway, and they used the classic elements.
Well,
so,
and we'll say this with every character we talk about, but Sakurai's ability to make a character shine is amazing.
it's
Amazing.
impressive, and I think it's fairly unique in the gaming industry at
Agreed.
this point.
Agreed.
It's very extraordinary.
He very much taps into the core, like
to
you
the
said
divine,
earlier.
yes. He taps into the
Well,
divine.
Sakurai
to
is
make
a
this
sort of-
game.
That's where after we made the first Kid Icarus game, Peloton has just been shining her light on him ever since.
Well, he didn't make the original Kid Icarus.
Shut up. Shut up.
Sorry.
Don't ruin my
Nintendo history for you.
Sakurai made Kirby with Iwata. Iwata was actually a big part of Kirby.
I know, Iwata was a big part of it.
Yeah.
And Miyamoto wanted Kirby to be yellow. Or was it orange? It was
Miyamoto, that's why you got put on Pikmin.
Yep.
You could have all the yellow characters you want.
orange. Yes.
And reds, and blues. But no pinks.
No pinks.
Oh wait, not till
now.
Pikmin 3.
Oh, P. Okay, so I don't know. Does anyone feel like they have anything else to say about why Wii Fit Trainer is controversial? Because we've kind of already talked about why we like her, and I think we kind of said that well. I can't think of anything else to say for that.
I wonder if we should just
I think also...
if people you should like throw in some questions right now. It'll take this about 30 seconds or whatever,
or
but
maybe longer.
or well longer if you're going to type it out. But like I think that's worth waiting around for.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
It's also very notable to note, I think, that this is Super Female Brothers, and she was...
Ooh, that I actually
she
think
was
that's a legitimate point.
Was she the official first female to show up? We
Yes.
didn't see Peach until we saw her, right?
Yep.
We
First.
didn't even see a veteran.
Samus.
Oh, Samus.
But
Wait,
Samus isn't a girl.
Metroid's a guy, right?
Metroid's a guy.
Metroid crawls. No, wait, no, he doesn't. What am I thinking?
And
Super Smash
Marth was
Sisters.
after. Marth was after Wii Fit Trainer.
Oh, it's true. Martha was actually really late. I was surprised.
I gotta say I've liked how in this edition they've made so many characters like
That are female.
well the gender interchangeable like Villager, Robin, Wii Fit Trainer. It's like all these avatarish characters.
Prom was too man.
They've really put effort into making okay, well you can be whatever.
Yep.
So
Well, and especially with a lot of games in game design doing that now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
except for the new Assassin's Creed boycott. No, it's I don't.
and it's interesting that if Pokemon Trainer was still in the game, I don't think he is. I think we probably would have been able to get a female version.
That would have
Because
been
Pokemon
kinda cool.
Pokemon has been doing that since Ruby Sapphire,
Yep, for a long time now.
and I think in Crystal, weren't you a girl?
My first playthrough, I was a girl in Crystal. Yeah.
But I mean, you were a girl no matter what. I
No,
don't think
you
there
could change.
Oh, was there an
You could
option?
select. Yeah.
Yeah. Only red is red.
But yeah, that was I was like, I want to be a girl because I've never been a girl in a game before, except for like.
That was
10.
when girls started playing games, apparently.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
no one played a game before Crystal.
I think I just
it was
realized
like, oh, this is Crystal. I must
like,
buy.
you can play a girl.
And they were like, wait, no, this isn't jewelry. This is a game. I might as well play it. Anyway.
I think I just realized how far behind some people are.
Yeah, I know. I think we are quite a bit behind. So apparently they're not missing anything, but the
It just-
chat
Yeah.
is quite a bit behind. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Which I don't know if that's our.
That's not our problem. That's like
Is that Twitch?
It's your
being over-
problem.
that's
Yeah, good. Come on.
it's your internet connection. I've done
It
Twitch
could-
for
could it
like
be
all
Twitch?
of 5 months. It's just sometimes Twitch takes longer to load
Wow.
for you guys. So
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, shall we discuss until more people give their opinions about Wii Fit Trainer?
Was that song copyright?
Yes,